Hi, this is Belinda and welcome to Renovate, the show where we help needy families renew, rebuild and revitalize their homes.
Okay, you can lay down.
A flat that is home to an elderly couple has now fallen into disrepair.
Ni berserak kan kita dah angkat tangan lah. Pasal fikir pakcik gini, habis kita tak beri. This one the major operation for bulb.
With Mr. Saleh stricken with health problems, his wife, Madam Saina, does not have the capacity to tidy their home. Do you know what's inside these boxes? Do you know, Madam Saina?
Something, I also cannot
You also
say
don't know?
something.
You know,
Forget already.
Forget what's inside also. The flat is overrun with junk and hasn't been renovated in more than 40 years. Is it finally time for Renovate to step in and help this needy family? "74-year-old Mr. Saleh lost his leg due to complications with diabetes. He has been mostly confined to his hospital bed and can no longer enjoy the simple things in life. His wife, 64-year-old Madam Saina, faces tremendous challenges as his primary caregiver.
Apa ni, asal batuk. Tak boleh lah, no need sikit saja.
Mr. Saleh and his wife have been married for over 40 years. They live in a simple 3-room flat where they have lived for most of their married life.
Tu, potong.
Back in the day, Mr. Saleh was a diligent provider.
Pakcik daripada environment, terus sendiri bisnes tu, macam landscaping. Dah gitu, dia driver taxi. Every month dia mesti tengok bil dulu. Apa settle ini. Dia selalu cakap, ada hutang tak? Ada bang. Dia punya orang macam gitulah. Kerana apa, dia pun orang baik lah. Siapa yang ini? Who is that?
Saya.
No, your sister.
Mr. Saleh loved his job and he enjoyed an active social life outside of the home.
Okay, everything okay, happy lah. Dia always macam night selalu jalan every Saturday macam dengan dia punya family lah. Go macam camping or what. Dia last time very good lah. This one after breakfast.
Unfortunately, Mr. Saleh can no longer provide for his family. In 2017, he was afflicted with diabetes and hypertension, which caused him to lose his right leg.
This one the major operation for bulb. Hijab dia, pernafasan. Ni, square. See? You see tak? Ni. Dia punya peacemaker lah. I never bluff warna. Ini betul-betul teruk punya case tau. Ya, sebagai isteri dan suami dalam keadaan macam gini, kita sepatutnya take care. Everything, dia punya medicine, pergi check up, semualah. Makan dia punya pakaian dia semualah. Must clean up lah. Actually last time tak sangat susah lah. Pasal dia can walk because ada kaki. Sejak yang dia potong kaki tu a bit difficult lah. Kita everything I'm do it myself lah. Pergi sana, pergi macam ada problem apa, nak pergi interview pergi mana semua. Kita seorang lah. Tak ada siapa-siapa. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yes.
On top of that, Mr. Saleh now has dementia, which only makes Madam Saina's role as a caregiver even more difficult.
Sometimes I tinggalkan dia, I go inside. Macam cannot cope lah. Apa dia cakap kan macam tak ada kan. Itu long ago lah. And then they always macam remind kita kan macam very angry. Pasal dia akan repeat. That's why a bit difficult lah pada kita. Dia okey lah, dia pasal tak understand kan pasal dia punya kita ni.
With Madam Saina taking on the sole responsibility to look after Mr. Saleh, the house was neglected and has accumulated a lot of clutter.
Ni berserak balikan kita dah angkat tangan lah. Pasal fikir pakcik gini, habis kita tak beri. Bilik tu, jadi macam barang-barang itu pun nak buang tak ada orang tolong tau. Sekarang kita dah macam, keadaan macam gitu dah kira peluang kita terpaksa struggle mesti kena buang.
With the master bedroom packed with items, there is no space for Mr. Saleh to sleep. Instead, he is now confined to the hospital bed that is placed in the middle of the living room.
Okay, you can lay down. Tapi actually kita tak suka lah. Pasal kita kan kadang-kadang kawan datang, privacy kan. Bila pakcik dah kat sini memang kita tak accept orang datang lah. Bukan tak accept tu tak suka. Al-maklum dia je lah.
With all the clutter, he is unable to navigate around the house freely and safely.
Yang satu ni pakcik susah nak pergi masuk toilet. Very small, tak susah. Nak keluar pergi barang, ada almari pula macam blocking. Memang boleh, tapi blocking kan. Jatuh ke bangun cik sendiri pagi malam buta tau. Kita pun tak nak susah macam gini. Minta juga senang minta orang.
You never renovated the house before?
The kitchen one never.
Never.
42 years.
Wow, same age as me. Wow.
Messy. Betul-betul teruk punya kes tau. Sebagai isteri dan suami dalam keadaan macam gini, kita sepatutnya take care. Ni berserak balikan kita dah angkat tangan lah.
Hey, hi. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Yeah.
Come, you
Great.
ready to meet our profile?
Yes, no
Let's
problem.
go.
Yeah.
This way. Today, I'm accompanied by our interior designer, Calvin. We will be meeting Mr. Saleh's family for the first time, including Madam Saina and their adopted son, Ryan.
Hi.
Are you Madam Saina? Hi, are you Ryan?
Yeah.
Hey, nice to meet you. I can do this with you. Hey. Hey, come out. Like, Ryan, you want to come? Madam Saina, this is the designer who's going to design your house.
Okay, thank you.
Are you excited? Are you happy?
I'm sad.
She started crying, so I thought to myself, oh my goodness. And then she started to explain to me that she was just so happy to receive visitors, to see us. Because for a long time, she hasn't had any friends, relatives coming over to visit them. Madam Sana, never mind. Other people don't come. Never mind. You
Yeah.
come.
Okay lah.
Madam Saina composes herself and she warmly invites us into the home to meet the man himself, Mr. Saleh. I am Belinda. And this one is my designer, Calvin.
Beautiful, eh?
Thank you so much. You just made my day. Thank you. So the living room has become a bedroom, like a massive
Yeah.
bedroom and a changing room for
Not so
uncle
good
as well,
lah.
right? Because it's very public,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's something that we need to really.
That's why I
look
put the
into.
curtain over there.
Mr. Saleh's bed has to share the small living room space with all sorts of bulky furniture, making it nearly impossible for him to move around freely. Calvin, what are some of the problems that you see in the living room?
Okay, I think they need storage for certain things, and also the medicines there.
Yeah.
I see a lot of
Yeah,
boxes
yeah,
over
yeah.
here. What are these?
This one must throw lah. This one I take thing like I don't want to use it anymore, and then I put here first.
It's very rare. I have to be honest with you. It's very rare that I visit somebody and that somebody tells me everything can throw. I have to say you maintain it very well.
Allah.
You never renovated the house before.
No, only one time. That time married. After that, no. The kitchen one never.
Never.
42 years.
Wow, same age as me.
42.
The
I
kitchen
know
floor is the same age as me. We'll go check out the kitchen floor, how new or how old the floor will be. Okay, now I go take a look at your kitchen floor,
Okay.
yeah? As old as me, yeah? Wow!
Messi.
It's been a long time since I've seen anyone use these old school mosaic floor tiles.
So you think that we need to replace?
Correct, correct. Because the condition is not so good because can we see some of the tiles are popping up. Yeah.
Oh, I
Going to
see.
it's going to popping up. Yeah.
Can I ask you,
Huh?
what are these things?
What? I also don't know.
You also don't know?
I still don't know. I don't know.
Can I say something? I noticed you don't have a dining table. Then why do you eat? Where do you makan? Where
Makan
do you eat?
I see my uncle lah, sit there. Then got one table here.
Oh, sit outside and eat like that?
Got one table lah. Got one table.
I think the main problem with this house is the fact that it is extremely disorganized. It's very messy. There's no structure. Things are all over the place.
Boring.
No, not boring. Not boring, but messy.
Oh, you are
I
correct,
have to be
correct.
honest.
Yeah, correct.
And I think it's not because you are a messy person. I think it's because you don't have enough storage space. And also, your furniture, they're all over the place because of the hospital bed as well. Wow. You do a lot of cooking, huh?
I can tell that the mess in the house is a reflection of a state of mind. The tidy cabinets and clean surfaces tell me that she is house proud.
Hey, your house is actually very tidy, you know.
However, the clutter tells me that she is burdened by her caregiving duties.
I cannot say anything because I'm tired already.
Yeah, I
understand your.
64 years.
Yeah.
I think it's very important for her to be able to upkeep the house in the easiest way. Low maintenance would be great for her, yeah. Okay, shall we take a look at the rooms? Can?
Can.
You
Of
show us?
course.
Thank you.
Can.
Oh, whose room is this?
Last time our, now
That-
never, because I sit there. My husband go out already. And the thing,
Oh, you mean this room has become a storage room?
What was once the elderly couple's bedroom is now overrun with boxes of junk.
Do you know what's inside these boxes? Do you know, Madam Saila?
something, I also cannot
You also
say
don't know?
something.
No.
Forget already.
Forget what's inside also.
There is barely any space for us to move. What more, a disabled man on a wheelchair?
Okay, it's after HIP, the bathroom is actually brand new, as I can see.
Currently, a portable ramp is placed on the floor to facilitate the use of a commode. The master bathroom is reserved for Mr. Saleh's use.
So who will bring
Men
him?
here.
Who will bring him here to shower?
That one the therapy lah. Ewa.
Okay, but is it enough space?
They can lah, but I felt cannot. They ngam put inside the commode ah.
The bathroom doorways are too narrow for Madam Saina to navigate on her own. She needs a nursing assistant to help bring Mr. Saleh in and out of the bathroom.
Shall we go to the other room to take a look? Yeah.
Yeah.
More boxes. Hey, Ryan. Okay. So, whose room is this? Your room?
Yeah, we usually both sleep here.
Oh, the both of you will sleep here?
Yeah.
On the same bed?
Yeah.
Just like the rest of the house, it is badly organized and very squeezy. It is not suitable for a growing teenage boy.
Do you see any problems in this room that you think Uncle Kelvin is able to help you with?
Since I sitting on the floor when I want to study or play my computer, maybe put like a table somewhere in the bedroom.
Do you wish to have your own room one day?
Sometimes like when I sleep, I would dream I like have like a room which I can decorate like with lights or like anything that I want to put in.
It's quite difficult to live in a house like that when you don't have a proper dining area, you don't have a proper furniture to sit on, a couch to sit on, a proper study area. Nothing is proper. So I think it's very important for Kelvin, myself, my volunteers to declutter her house and reorganize the entire house for Madam Saina. I think it's something that we will definitely discuss and see what we can do, and hopefully this dream of yours can come true. You've decided to just go without wall.
Yes, to brighten the whole place here.
Kelvin, I don't know about you, but when I look at this picture, I think it is a big problem. Oh, whose room is this?
Last time our, Now never, because I sit there.
Oh, you mean this room has become a storage room?
I hear that Calvin is ready to show me a proposed design from Mr. Saleh's home. I would like to see how he would tackle some of Madam Sinat's problems.
Okay, so you ready to show me some of your renderings?
Yeah.
Calvin is proposing some interesting design changes to the flat. It's a far cry from how it looked like when I last saw it.
And
Can you tell me what is the concept of this house and why did you choose these colors?
okay, this concept of this house is actually the Scandi design. I chose Scandi design is because Madam Sana, she want the place to be bright.
Yeah.
And she want the whole place very clean, and also she also want to have a low maintenance.
These light brown vinyl tiles that Calvin has chosen not only brightens the entire home, it is also extremely durable and easy for Madam Sinat to clean.
We actually overlay on the floor, existing flooring.
You have hacked all the walls.
Yes,
you,
yes.
You've decided to just go without wall.
Yes, to brighten the whole place here.
Right.
By removing the partition wall between the kitchen and the living area, Calvin is going for an open concept. This is especially useful if Madam Sinat needs to cook while keeping an eye on her husband.
You know, Calvin, I remember when we were there to visit them, the sleeping arrangement was as such that Madam Sinat was sleeping with Ryan in the common room, in the guest room.
Right.
Nobody was staying in the master bedroom, and poor Mr. Saleh
Yes.
was sleeping in the living room. So tell me, what's the new sleeping arrangement for
Okay.
them now?
Calvin will convert the common room into a single room for Ryan and move Madam Sinat and Mr. Saleh into the master bedroom. However, I noticed some flaws with his plan.
Calvin, I don't know about you, but when I look at this picture, I think it is a big problem. We don't have enough space for a hospital bed, for her bed, and a wardrobe, a big wardrobe over there, because it's way too tight. Can we actually push it like into the storeroom?
To maximize space, a wardrobe could be built within the existing storeroom. However, it seems like getting rid of the storeroom might not be what Madam Sinat wants.
Actually, you are very right. In fact, in initial stage, we intend to hack the storeroom wall. But then Madam Sana, she want to have a storeroom. So that's the reason we did not plan to hack the storeroom wall.
Yeah, then how? I think it's a big problem. It's a problem, you
It's
know.
a big problem.
Which means that there'll be very little space in between his bed and Madam Sinat's bed for him to be lifted up and to be taken in and out of the bathroom.
We see what we can do.
This is very tough. I know she wants us to have a storm, and I understand, but something has to go. So thank you so much.
As I leave Calvin to reconsider the space planning, I now have to get ready for the next stage, the move out.
Today is the day of move out for Mr. Saleh and family. Of course, I can't do this without my trusted volunteers. So Team Renovate, are you ready? Yeah! Let's get to work, come.
I'm actually feeling very anxious about this particular move out. We have a lot of clutter to clear, but I don't want to endanger the elderly couple when my volunteers are moving things in and out of the flat. So, with the help of AWA, they will be escorting the family off to their hotel before we begin the move out.
Before I came to the house, my producer told me that they are about 60% packed. Deep down in my heart, I was like, 60%? Not too bad, right? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Madam Sana. These are my volunteers.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready to go to the hotel already?
Yes, okay.
Okay, so everything has been
Yeah.
packed, huh?
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Thank you.
Okay, you take care, yeah?
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye-bye. But when I came into the house, I saw that Madam Sinat's things were all over the place. If you ask me if she was really prepared and very ready to move out, the answer is no. You guys will sort out the hotel. This part is hotel, okay?
So I have to buckle up and get us organized for this move out.
Please step up everything up before you move up.
It's very heavy. Hotel.
The condition of the house is not as filthy, it's generally quite clean. And the problem is that it's cluttered, so we have a lot of things to clear, to throw, to pack.
Hotel. You've never seen me like that before, right? No, it's been a while. But yeah, every time moving out is like that.
Okay, now we are doing the second step. Everything we need to move to the warehouse, all have to bring out. For the first step, hotel stuff already finished already. Now we're going to the second step already.
We are in charge of like packing stuff to move to the warehouse, and then also move the boxes to the corridor that are ready for pickup by the movers. I think the owners are keeping the house in overall pretty good conditions, right? So not really a lot of stuff, right?
It's very heavy.
And it's not that difficult for us this time. Yeah.
Ready? One, two, three. It's tough work, man. But we can. We'll persevere. Let's go. I'm just very grateful for my team of volunteers. They did not just move everything out, they even cleaned up the house. Can you see? It's completely clear. Even the little trash here and there, it's all clear from the floor and even from the cabinets. So they have done a fantastic job. Without them, it is impossible to move out. All right, it's all done and ready for renovation. Bye.
Madam Sana say she want to keep this storeroom.
It's gonna be a problem if she comes back and she says, why no wardrobe? Okay, I hope it's worth it. I hope the wait is worth it. Welcome home!
Welcome home.